Hi everybody, Gizzard Gary here. And normally I like to show you some new guns that I've picked up, something you might see in a store, something you might like. And this might be one of those, but I'm not sure. But I'm wanting to go back in time to when I thought having a revolver was what I wanted to do. And so me being a Yankee Marshall fan, big one back in my early days of buying guns, I decided to buy a revolver. And so the one I chose to buy was the Taurus Model 85, which is a 5-shot 38 special revolver. And I still admire this little thing, and so I want to go over some of its finer points and tell you what it is I like about it. So stay tuned. Alright, we're taking a close look at the Taurus Model 85 revolver. And this is pretty much simplicity here. This is a 5-shot 38 special revolver. It is a double single action. As you can see, let me verify once again, it is unloaded. As is, the hammer is forward. If you pull the trigger, you have a rather hard pull, long. It is stageable if you get used to it. Not as easy as some guns. But if you want the easy single action pull, of course, you pull the hammer back. That brings your trigger all the way back to the back where you have a really light, short stroke. Really easy in that case. I've had this gun for quite a while. I got this because, well, I just had to have a 38 snubby, and I will admit, I hate to admit this because I'll catch a lot of flack over it, but a lot of this was because I was a big fan of the Yankee Marshall at the time, and I just had to have a revolver. I'm not sorry I got it though. I really like this gun, although it's probably one of the hardest that I have to learn how to shoot well. And so for me, it's not anything I can just take to the range and put bullets on target with. I have to concentrate. As you can see, we don't have much in the way of sights. We have a non-adjustable front sight, and the rear sight is basically a channel where you look through to see your front sight. I mean, there's not much there, but it's easy enough to use. Cleaning is pretty simple. I mean, just about like any revolver, you clean out each of the chambers in the cylinder. I'm going to try to get the parts right this time, so pay attention. You press forward to release the cylinder. And then to release the spent rounds from the cylinder, you press the release. This particular one doesn't freewheel as well as most guns. I mean, there's not a lot of freewheel to it. That's one weird thing, but I'm not sure that's a big deal. Anyway, but the grips are pretty nice. The only bad thing about the grips on here is this ledge, which does help you get a good grip on the gun on the one hand, but on the other hand, when you go to reload, it does make it a little bit difficult sometimes to get a speed loader up in position. And I think you've seen some of my videos before with the 5-star firearms speed loader to know that some speed loaders work better than others. Is there anything really special about this gun? Well, it's mine. That makes it special. And although it's not anything I carry a whole lot, not anything I shoot a whole lot, I really admire this little gun. It's pretty for what it is. Is it an expensive revolver? a collector's item? No, it's not. It's an inexpensive, I wouldn't call it cheap. I mean, it's reliable, but it's not a high dollar gun. And it's also a discontinued model, so you Taurus fans, you're going to have to look for a different model to replace this. The Model 85 is no longer in production. A lot of people don't like this little lock. Some people call that a Hillary hole. Quite frankly, I've lost the key a long time ago. I've never used it. But as you can see, there's a little bit of marks on the front of each of the 5 chambers there. It has been used. Those are practically impossible to get clean and just an awful lot of work for nothing. But to me, it's a nice looking, reliable 5-shot revolver, something I'm glad I own. And if I had to defend myself with it, I wouldn't have any problem with that at all. So let's take a look at how much it weighs. We'll get out the trusty scale. And let's go ahead and zero the scale first. And you'll see the scale is on 0, so we will put the empty revolver on the scale, and we will see it comes out to 1 pound 5.3 ounces. And so now let's go ahead and load it up with 5 rounds of 38 special, which I happen to have handy. And then let's weigh it again. And now fully loaded, the weight is 1 pound 7.7 ounces. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed looking back at the Taurus Model 85 with me. It's just a piece of nostalgia, something I bought a long time ago and something I'll probably never sell. So keep tuned to the channel. I'm sure we'll have more guns and gear reviews for you along with my live shows. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That helps out the channel a bunch. Thanks to all of you watching. And as always, give them the bird, and we will talk to you soon.